Okay, so to welcome to this week's weekly tune-in, your Akashic practice for the week. And today we have something a little bit different again. So I know last week we did our home Akashic Records, which was amazing. And this week, what we're going to be looking at is fun and joy. So we're inspired very much inspired by this card, fun and joy. And I'm going to read a little bit kind of overview of what that particular card is indicating. But when I was tuning in, it was very much about working with our inner child and just open ourselves up to a bit more fun and joy, because life can get a bit heavy and it can get a bit serious. And, you know, if you're on your spiritual journey and you're going through your awakening and the ascension journey and all of that, and dealing with all the energies and all of this like shifting and personal development work and shadow work, oh my God, sometimes we can feel like the joy and the lightness and the fun has been sucked out of us. And it doesn't have to be that way. You know, we can have these pauses and these breaks where we invite just kind of that more carefree and that lightness and that fun and that excitement and that joy. But sometimes I think we forget actually how to do that, especially when we're kind of doing this kind of work. It's like, oh, how do I do that again? You know, because we're doing what we need to do. We're connecting with our guides and you know, we're busy supporting people. We have very busy lives. You know, we're overloaded and stimulated, all of this type of stuff. And it's like, sometimes it's like, how do we have fun and joy? And, you know, that actually can be a bit, oh my God, you know, have I got to that point where I need to ask myself that, or to set something up? And that's okay. I think it's, for me personally, it's normal. But maybe that's just me and my personality. But what I wanted to do is connect with your inner child in the Akashic Records, and we're just going to release some of the heaviness, the burdens, maybe the limiting beliefs around at the moment we have to maybe act in a certain way because we would get judged if we were kind of having too much fun, because, you know, of what's going on collectively and around the world. You know, there's a lot of serious stuff going on. And so if we are seen having a little bit of lightness and a bit of fun and laughter and pleasure, it's like, well, am I going to get judged for that? You know, am I a bad person because I desire that and I want that and I'm having that? Am I going to get judged for that? So, you know, we can carry quite a bit of conditioning and beliefs around that as well, that we have to be serious. And, you know, if we're on our spiritual path, it's we've got to take it seriously, you know, to be a dedicated student and all, you know, all of this type of stuff. And it's not. And I know that, you know, some mentors, teachers, you know, just us in general, you know, would definitely kind of take the lighter route for their growth and evolution. But I think we do find ourselves kind of like going to the more heavy life. It can be hard, just because I think it's a bit, you know, it's how we're kind of programmed and wired, and a lot of conditioning and program within that as well. So I'm just going to read. We've got one person watching live. That's probably me on my phone. That's fine. So fun and joy. So let me just show you this card. So you can see that we've got these three children having a whale of a time, chasing the butterflies, just feeling very carefree, and just letting go, you know, not having those worries and those concerns, and just allowing themselves to be free in this moment. And that's all we're kind of creating here with this Akashic practice, is just giving ourselves a pause, just to connecting with those frequencies of fun and joy, but also supporting us with being able to connect in with those frequencies more often, especially if we're not, you know, we haven't done that for a little while. So picking this card today, our Akashic guides are indicating it's time to connect with your inner child to experience more joy and fun. As souls, we are here to have a full human experience, which includes excitement, lightheartedness, and pleasure. This can be lost in the business of our everyday life, and we forget to include this as an essential touch point for fulfillment. The stresses and the overwhelm of 3D life can take their toll upon the mind, body, and soul, and ultimately trap us in a state of seriousness, which creates imbalance and blockage. Definitely a blockage to receiving and abundance as well. When was the last time you laughed uncontrollably or messed about just for fun? Use the Akashic Records to connect with your inner child, to support you with being carefree, curious, and open to having more frivolity, laughter, and fun. And the alignment energy, I always, with my deck, I include an alignment mantra or affirmation that you can use as a success anchor into your Akashic Records, or you can just use it, you know, placed under your water as some like an intention to be imprinted into the water, or you can just, you know, say it to yourself. So I connect with my inner child to feel free. So fun and joy. So that's what we're going to look at today. So if you're watching live, thank you, and you're very welcome. So we are going to do a little bit of clearing with this, but we're also going to connect with our inner child. And if you've not really connected with your inner child, or you've not connected with your inner child for a little while, then this is just a beautiful way to establish that connection again, deepen that connection also. The inner child is an aspect of us that does need to be nurtured and acknowledged, because we can have a lot of healing that can be really beneficial when we do inner child work. It really helps us to readdress or kind of realign our beliefs. It can help us get through you know, like traumas and wounding and you know, those hurts and experiences that we've had that we still hold on to. We may not even remember them, but we can still hold on to them within the body, and also your inner child very much has them buried away as well. So, but we're going to go with the inner child, not to do specific inner child healing unless that comes up. And that's perfect, you're safe in this space. But it's really to connect with that frivolity and that joy and that pleasure. That's what we're really going on here, just to, you know, raise our vibration. Okay, so I would like you to place your hands, palms facing upwards. And for those that are a regular practitioner, you know that this is now telling your body that we're going into a relaxed state, and we're going to go into the records. So it's your first cue for your body to relax. So it just helps this process, you know, for us to go in much faster. This is what we're building up over time. So when you're ready, I want you to close your eyes. Just feel the backs of your hands resting against the tops of your thighs. And when you're ready, I want you to take a big deep breath in. And as you take that big deep breath in, you're going to call back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. Bring in that energy, that golden light, your golden light, back into the heart. Breathe it in. And on the out breath, I want you to relax. Allow the shoulders to drop. And just allow the body to start to soften as you settle into the space. And again, take another big deep breath in. Calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. Breathing in that golden light deep into the chest. And on the out breath, releasing any energy that's not yours. Any limiting beliefs, programs, conditioning, projections, fears, all on the out breath. And the continual out breath, you will continue to release these back to divine source, who will transform that energy into positive energy elsewhere. And then one more time, take a big deep breath in. Calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. Breathing that golden light deep into the heart. And on the out breath, making sure that your shoulders, your forehead, your jaw are all soft, relaxed. Bringing your awareness to the backs of the hands as they rest gently on the tops of the thighs, feeling that connection there. Noticing the sitting bones on the chair, the furniture. Your back being supported and your feet connected to the floor. Just really bring awareness back into the body. coming out of the mind into the heart, out of the mind and into the heart. And one more time, out of the mind and into the heart. Again, bring your awareness to your feet. And I want you to imagine thick, strong silver roots coming from the soles of your feet. Start to travel quite quickly down towards the heart of Mother Earth, through all of the different levels and layers of the planets, heading down towards that beautiful large crystal. And there's an essence of you that travels almost like you're holding on to that silver root as you're traveling through the earth safely and cleanly. It's all perfect, but this is quite childlike, having fun as you travel with that silver root, holding on tightly, feeling the excitement and the buzz. And then before you know it, you're stood in front of that beautiful large crystal that towers far above your head, glowing, sparkling, that crystalline energy all around you, through your body, through your auric field. Just notice the colour that you are being gifted today. What kind of crystal? What kind of colour? Allow yourself, your multidimensional being, as you stand before that large crystal, allow yourself to receive the crystalline energy. Allow yourself to absorb it. Perhaps you sense, feel, or know that that crystalline energy is being absorbed by your auric field and starts to change colour all around you. And then that energy makes its way into your skin, in through the silver roots, through the physical body, all through your organs, your bones, your blood, your cells, your chakras, your meridians, your nadis. Every aspect of you is absorbing this crystalline energy, and it brings you into a real sense of calmness, peace, tranquility. Your silver roots have wrapped themselves around that crystal, just ensuring that you're fully grounded and earthed to Mother Earth. I just want you to place your hands upon this crystal. Just allow the crystalline energy to go through the palm chakras, up your arms, and expand into the heart as your heart connects with hers. You may notice that there's a click or an expansion in your own heart space. Feeling a flood of unconditional love come through your hands and into your arms and into your heart. Allow yourself to receive that love. You are worth it. You are deserving. And I now want you to place your hand back on your silver root and allow yourself to be transported back up through the earth. Again, almost like you're flying. Feeling the fun, the excitement. As you bring yourself back into your seat, but noticing, sense, or visualizing that you have this crystalline energy and you're held in this bubble of light, feeling the heart connection and remaining grounded. We're now going to invite your spiritual support team to step in with you, your guides, beings of 100% pure love and light only step in closer to you. They're always with you. keeping their distance unless they're invited in. And we are now inviting you to step closer. Beings of all kinds are now stepping closer to you in your space. You may sense, feel, or just know that they're there. Again, if you can tune into anything that's coming through, a sensation, a feeling, a memory, a knowing, your guides are here to support you and hold you in light. At this point, we ask for our egos to step out of the body. They're quite happy to do this because they know that they'll be back soon enough. Your ego steps out of the room. And so now you know that any information that comes through will be from your inner child, maybe your guides, and your Akashic record keepers. Finally, we invite the 6 archangels to hold you in angelic light, with Archangel Michael now stepping in behind you, Archangel Gabriel to your left, Archangel Raphael to your right. Archangel Uriel takes the space in front of you. Archangel Sandalphon ensure that we're connected in with the crystalline grid of the earth, feeling our feet firmly planted in the earth and connected in with the crystal energy of the earth and Middle Earth. And Archangel Metatron brings down a thread of golden fiery light, direct from divine source energy, taking it through our solar junction chakra, far in the sky, our own personal sun and connection to divine source. Then through our etheric chakras above our head, and then places it gently on the top of your crown. And that golden divine source energy now floods your physical being with golden light. Feel this glow, feel the warmth, perhaps feel the expansion as you connect fully with divine source energy, allowing that frequency to expand through your physical body, your auric field, and all of your multidimensional being. Archangel Metatron takes his space above your head, completing that angelic light. You are now connected above, connected below, connected in the heart to divine source and Mother Earth. And I want you to bring your awareness to a purple portal of light there that starts to make itself known at your third eye. Point between your eyebrows. Sense, feel, or know that that purple portal of light is there. And it gets bigger and bigger. Bigger and bigger. And it gets so big you step through the purple portal of light. And you find yourself in front of a large door. This door has your details upon it, your full name, your date of birth and your place of birth. Once you sense, feel, or know that those details are there, open the door to your Akashic Records and take a few steps forward into your cosmic library, allowing the door to shut gently behind you. And with a click, it does. Take a few more steps forward and you notice that there's a couple of things that are slightly different in your Akashic Records. There seems to be equipment from a playground, a swing, maybe a sandpit, maybe a roundabout, or some other piece of playful equipment that you can go on. And I just want you to notice what's appeared, what is different in your Akashic Records. Perhaps it also feels more colourful, more bright, Like almost everything is in technicolor. The colour has been really turned up. But what playful thing has also been placed in here for you to connect with? Just want you to go over to whatever that might be. So if you're sitting in a sandpit, get yourself in there. Maybe you're sitting on a swing. Maybe you're going down a slide. Maybe there's a seesaw in there. Allow yourself to let go of any judgment of yourself. That this is silly, perhaps. What we're doing is we're inviting your inner child through this way to let them know it's safe to step into your Akashic Records and make themselves known. So as you connect with whatever equipment you want to go on, a figure will start to appear, make themselves known. There with you. And this is a smaller version of you, a younger version of you. I want you to just sense, feel, or know what the approximate age is of your inner child that has stepped forward, or is sitting with you in the sand, or has joined you on the swing, maybe down the slide. And if your inner child is accepting of this, ask them to come closer. For some of you, your inner child will be a normal connection that you make quite often. And so your inner child may jump into your arms or just have their arms out to be hugged and held. But for some of you, if you've not connected with your inner child before or haven't done it for quite a long time, there could be just a little bit of a reluctance, and that's okay. Hold your inner child in love and let them know it's safe for them to make contact with you. There's no pushing, there's no requirement or expectation of your inner child to do anything. Just let them know that they are safe. And your inner child and your Akashic record keepers who now step into the space with you, know that we're here just to release anything that isn't supportive of us being able to allow ourselves to have more fun, joy, and pleasure. And these could be connected to the present lifetime, they could be connected to the past. But what we're going to do is we're going to ask for any limiting beliefs, programming, conditioning, trauma, or wounding to start to present themselves as a bunch, or maybe even just a singular balloon. Your inner child is holding these balloons, holding onto the strings that hold these balloons, preventing them from floating away. Just notice what colour these balloons are. They may have bright colours, but maybe they just have a bit of a tarnish to them. They may appear dull. Some of them may hardly lift from the floor. They may be quite heavy. And we're going to ask for your inner child to hand you each of these balloons one by one. And you're going to pop each of these balloons with the pin that your Akashic record keeper hands to you now. And as we pop these balloons, We're going to ask for whatever the block, the limiting belief, the conditioning, whatever the pain or frequency that's held within the balloon, to be released back to divine source. And these balloons could represent any lifetime. But just know that it is safe to release these balloons. These balloons are being given to you by your inner child. So it is safe and they are ready to be released. So your inner child starts to hand you these balloons one by one. And as they do, using the pin, I want you to pop the balloons and allow whatever energy is within the balloon to just dissolve into divine source light. A golden portal opens up above you as those balloons start to pop, and you start to release the energy that's attached to each one. Knowing that all lessons are completed if available, that all knowledge is kept intact in your records, but the energetic hold of each of these balloons and the frequency it holds are now being transmuted and transformed into divine source light, into that portal above your head. Continue to pop those balloons until each of those balloons has disappeared and dissolved. Just notice how you are feeling. And if I say the word fun, what comes to you? Is there any more limiting beliefs? Any words that you're being given or memories? Maybe feelings? Is there anything else that can now be released? I want you to allow yourself to let that go. Pulling it out of the body, perhaps, out of the auric fields, out of a chakra. Maybe it just presents itself as an object within your hand. And I want you to throw it up into the portal of light. And when I say the word pleasure, and that you are deserving of pleasure, is there anything else that feels heavy, that feels icky, that doesn't feel balanced with you being able to receive pleasure? Again, if there is, pull it out of your auric field, out of the body, the chakras, or allow it to present itself as an object in your hand. And release it into the golden portal of light. And the final word I want to give you is to be carefree. To allow yourself to let go, just for moments, of having any responsibility and being completely free, carefree. What comes up for you around that word? Again, is there anything there that would hold you back? A narrative, a thought, a feeling? Bring it out of the body. Maybe allow it to present itself as an object in your hand. And throw it into the golden portal of light. Just notice now how you are feeling in this moment. Lighter, maybe more at peace, maybe more mischievous. Your inner child steps forward, and this time gives you a big hug and whispers into your ear, Thank you. I'm just going to give you a few moments now to do whatever activity you wish to do with your inner child. And asking for your inner child if there are any messages that they wish to give to you to help you on your next steps. Then we give that invitation, we open up that channel. And those messages can come to you in any form, not just through words. It could be feelings, memories. So I'll just give you a few moments now to connect with your inner child and to play in your Akashic Records. And now it is time to leave this space. But just know that you can reconnect with your inner child here in your cosmic library at any time. Whether you need to reconnect with pleasure and fun, or whether you just want to connect with your inner child to work with them in a deeper way. They are always here, ready to connect. So say goodbye to your inner child and your Akashic Record keepers in any way that feels appropriate. And head towards the door of your cosmic library. When you're ready, open the door, step out of your Akashic Records, and I want you to say out loud or in your mind, I now close my Akashic Records. Start to head towards the purple portal of light. And then when you're ready, step through it and allow yourself to start to come back into the room. Rubbing your thighs, just grounding yourself back into the body. Rub your feet upon the floor. Give yourself a little bit of a stretch. Make sure you drink lots of water over the next 24 hours because that healing will continue. Whatever you were releasing in those balloons, whatever the emotion was, the feelings, the beliefs, the wounds, the trauma, that was being released up in the balloon. So there's going to be a period of integration and realignment that happens, and that normally takes 24 hours. So make sure you drink lots of water because that's flushing the physical body of any negative energies or anything that just needs to be shifted out of the physical body as well. And also, as you know, and I do say this each week, that water, when we're hydrated, it's a great conductor of knowledge. So further knowledge, wisdom and insight can come through from your inner child, your Akashic Record keepers, your Akashic Cosmic Library. All of that can continue to flow, that inspiration, those ideas from your higher self, those messages. But it helps when we're hydrated to receive that. So it is really supported. So let me know how you got on. Hopefully you're feeling a bit more frivolous and a bit more carefree. I would love to hear if you've got any ideas or inspirations around maybe what you need to do today or this week around just incorporating a little bit more fun into your life. And yeah, if your inner child also had any specific messages for you and you would like to share those, then please do. So love and blessings, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that practice, and don't forget you can join me each week in some shape or form to continue to strengthen your connection to your records. So love and blessings.